Welcome. In front of me is a ZTE NUBIA Focus Pro, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device and its spec. Let's just get straight into it. You have two seals to cut through right here. Come on. There we go. And not the best opening of a box right there, but whatever. So popping the paperwork, here it looks like we also have a case. Oh, and plastic screen protector. That's pretty neat. The case, like I said, plastic. It's more like almost a bumper one. As you can see, it just has like the edges to cover the to hold onto the phone, and then the back itself, and that's about it. Now below that we have the phone. Just yoink it out straight away, boot it up. You can already see we do have a pretty substantial chin right here for modern times. Now inside also we have a charger. That's pretty nice, and it's a Type-C charger as well, and the charging speed that it provides is 33 watts. So decent charger in a box, better than what Samsung phones can even charge with a purchased separately charger. Now the cable obviously will be Type-C to Type-C, and we also have a Type-C headphone jack, or not headphone jack, but headphones with microphone. So there we go. Taking a look at the device itself, you can see this one comes in this coffee color, almost like, best I can describe it. There is a little bit of weirdness happening on the back. Let's see if I can clean that off. And yes, I can. So here you can see the display. It does have a bit of a forehead right here, and also even bigger chin. So going over the specs of the screen right here, this is a 6.72-inch display, 1080 by 2400 resolution, with it being also IPS LCD, running at 120 Hz refresh rate, and boasting roughly 400 pixels per inch. So that's about it. Now that being said, the display right here isn't necessarily standing out all that much. The only good part of it would be the fact that it comes at 120 Hz refresh rate, so that is a standout feature. Now, before I'm actually going to continue anywhere further with this, I do want to check out the actual price of this, as this, depending on how much this device costs, this will very much change the perspective of if the device is worth it or not. And this device comes at about $250. That is also including tax. Now with that price tag, I do have probably a better alternative. I will first need to go through all the specs to actually know. But anyway, let's continue. So with the display out of the way, let's flip it over to the back, and here you will see we have what looks to be a triple camera setup. You can already guess this is just a BS camera setup, and yep, looking at the specs, it is. So even on their little pen slip right here that you get on the phone, it says 108 megapixel AI camera with optical image stabilization. I love the inclusion of AI. Statistically, things that have AI sell worse than the ones without it. Apparently we already done a study about that. So not sure why you'd want to put AI when it's just bullshit, and putting buzzwords on something that doesn't really have it doesn't really sell better, and in fact in this circumstance it actually sells worse. So congrats, you played yourself. Anyway, on GSM Arena, which is where I'm pulling these informations from, they are listing only one camera at the back, which is the 108 megapixel. So it looks like the two other ones are literally duds. And well, this one doesn't actually surprise me. It looks like there is absolutely no freaking lens right here. This one on the other side does kind of look like a camera, but it's not listed, so it's, oh, okay, no, they do say other unspecified cameras. Probably should be other unspecified camera, as I think this is the only one that will be a camera. This just looks absolutely fake. There is no way that this is an actual camera. And I still can't fathom why these dumb companies just, or the suits, or whoever is thinking, yeah, it's a good idea, let's put fake cameras on the phone, it will sell so well. Like, it's such a, you must be so deep in your asshole that you're literally can brush your own teeth with the tongue back up there. So anyway, just one camera, let's stick with that one. That's probably going to be the most truthful thing that you're gonna get about this phone, with just having one camera. Now if we flip it over to the front, we have a hole punch, and that houses a 32 megapixel camera. Now with the back cameras, you can record videos at 4K up to 30 frames and 1080p also up to 30 frames. And I believe this will be just a limitation of the processor. And with the selfie one, it doesn't really actually specify anything here, so your guess is as good as mine, though obviously you can check it out later on after you set up the device. Now, moving on into the internals, the device comes with a whopping 5000 mAh battery, so that's actually pretty good. 33 watts charging speed, again, pretty good. And additionally, it has 256 gigabytes of storage with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the storage here is UFS 3.1, so again, that's actually pretty good. And let's see if we have any expandable storage, as it's unspecified. It does look like we have... Nope, never mind. We don't have expandable storage, we just have dual SIM card support. So there we go. Now, so no expandable storage. Taking a look at the build now, actually no, before that, one last thing that I didn't mention is the processor. And the processor here is the Unisec T760, so not a powerful processor. And now going to the build quality. The frame right here is plastic, undeniably. I don't even need to check that info. The back will be plastic, though this one has this eco leather look to it. Now I'm not sure if this is actually plastic or eco leather, though one could argue that eco leather is plastic, so you know, to each their own. But this does have a bit of a different texture than plastic. So even if it is plastic, it feels different, just a little bit. Now, another thing that I want to point out is if this is some kind of eco leather or whatever, the white and brown colors are separated. There is a line. These are two separate pieces. I'm pointing that out is because if you're not using a case, chances are these actually might start peeling after some time. So if you start to see them kind of like separate and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure this will probably be normal. But it might never happen. I'm just kind of putting that out there that this is one of the things that might start happening, as these are two separate layers just glued to the back. And there we go. That's basically everything about the device. So, like I mentioned before, I am gonna give you a option. Oh boy, that's like barely holding on here. So I'm gonna give you a other alternative to a device that you might be interested looking for. And it's also going to be made relatively cheaply in terms of build quality itself, as it is plastic, and the appearance of that device might be the most unappealing part of it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but some people might actually find it very appealing. So anyway, let me pull it up on my phone. So what I will be referring to is the CMF Phone 1. Now, let me just make the brightness a bit higher. There we go, so you can see it all better. So here's a good example of how the phone will actually look like. So this is all plastic build. It has this kind of knob right here. This can be unscrewed, and it serves purpose for instance, you being able to attach some things like these keychain kind of thingy things, or you can also, they sell it, attach a kickflip stand, which can't really see it. Oh, there we go. So it's as an accessory, as you can see right over here. And these are accessories. And additionally, the benefit is that the back, because it's plastic and it has visible screws, which you can see right here all around, these can be easily removed, and the case, the literal frame and the back cover of the device comes off as a one piece and can be swapped for some other ones, which you can see they do sell several different colors, which you can purchase separately and just swap them out. So pretty neat option right here. And with that out of the way, this would, like I said, this is the build of the device, and it probably might be the least appealing one. The more appealing portions are the fact that the device will come at the same price as this one, while offering better specifications all around. So the processor will be just vastly superior to what you have right here. The display is also running at 120 Hz refresh rate, but it's an AMOLED display, so the blacks on the display, the contrast ratios, all that stuff are vastly superior to what you will get right here. So yeah, I highly recommend looking at that device, as it will be significantly better than what you have right here at basically the same price. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.